Now that we're settled in here, let's begin.
Oh wait, 3, 8, 2, 4.
What's up, Natty Fan?
I want you so bad.
What's up, Natty Fam? Welcome back to our channel, guys.
Today we're here to talk about what makes a healthy relationship, because clearly we're in like the best relationship right
Can't you guys tell?
We're so educated on this topic, so we're just here to talk to you about some tips that we feel are important when in a relationship and what makes a healthy untoxic relationship.
This can be if you are in a relationship for a long period of time, if you are in a fresh relationship, if you are looking to get into a relationship, this is for you.
Maybe you shouldn't get into a relationship.
I know.
Because of these tips. Maybe you're just toxic and you shouldn't be in a relationship.
So make sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy this video.
And before we begin talking, make sure to, well, we've already started talking, but before we begin talking about this topic, make sure to click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, and follow us both on the IGs.
To allow us to do these videos for you guys.
And drink some tea.
Yeah,
That's
but
good for you.
no spilling tea today though.
No, today's a full cup.
Full cup.
Full cup, no spills here. Okay, we have a list on our phones
Some notes.
that we made. All right.
Beginning with number 1.
Yeah, why don't you start it off, because this is his biggest
This is
number
my
here.
biggest thing.
Yeah.
So number 1, what makes a relationship healthy and just what makes a relationship whole?
Number 1.
Any relationship that you have, whether it's partnership here or if it's friendship, anything, communication. Communication is the most effective and key thing that you need to have to be able to communicate with your partner, your friend, just get things across. And by that, I mean, if there are things that you feel that you want to say to your partner, say it.
Whether it's like it's bothering you or like just like anything about your day or something that's like that you don't like that the other person does, like literally anything, because if you like hold things in for too long and you just keep things like bottle up inside you, like even the smallest things that bother you, eventually they're gonna come out in like worse ways in like bigger situations, and it's just not gonna be well. And you're gonna start bringing up things from the past. If you get into an argument, you're gonna be like, oh, but that one time when you did this, but it's like that should have been like solved way in the past. Like it shouldn't be brought up in the future.
And that is also gonna earn the respect.
Respect is another.
And that's another one we're gonna actually talk about. So for number 2, Maddie.
Number 2 is compromise. Obviously, it's important to compromise literally in any relationship, but it's important to realize that it's not always gonna be your way. You're not always gonna get what you want. Sometimes you have to sacrifice what you want for the other person just so that things are like
balanced and equal.
And they work out, you know, because if you always are getting your way or the other person is always getting their way, someone's always going to be like angry, and just people are just going to be unhappy, you know? Do
things that you both want to do,
because you're not the same people, right? You're two different people, so you have to like, you know, learn
and explore each other's likes,
dislikes, so that you can, you know, balance it out. Numero 3.
So for number 3 now, this one is to keep an open mind. So by that, I mean to try things that your partner likes. And sometimes it's not, again, like this goes back to the compromise.
This kind of goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand with it, but it's not always going to be your way and the things that you like to do. Obviously your partner is going to have different likes that they enjoy. So maybe being like, you know what? Let's try that out. Let's explore that option. It might open up more conversation, might open up more to your relationship. And one example between Maddie and I.
Oh, an example of this. Oh, I was just literally just thinking that.
Watch, we're gonna be thinking the exact same thing.
I was as you were saying this. Yeah, I was.
So
thinking
an example. Let's see if we are correct here.
So, you know what?
We're actually thinking the same thing.
So like, I wanted to eat vegan food once, because you know I was vegan. I like vegan food. I like vegan restaurants. So I wanted to go eat at a vegan restaurant one night, and he was like, "Ew, what the fuck? Ew, oh my god, I'm not eating fake meat, whatever." And I was like, "You know what? We always go where you want to eat. Like, can we go for where I want to eat once?" And he was like, "You know what? You're right."
It took a
little bit of convincing, a little bit of like thinking, but you know, I convinced him to, you know, try something new, try something that he would have never tried before.
And besides, when we were there, I had the steak anyways.
Yeah, so I was like, whatever,
was I really at a vegan restaurant? But then after that experience, I was like wanting to go back again.
Exactly. Like,
So-
he actually liked it, and we went back a second time. So keep an open mind, guys, because you never know what you're missing out on. Bars, fire. Okay. Okay, so this is a big one. Okay, so for number 4, it's important to remove any insecurities. Now, some people are just insecure people, which it's kind of hard to remove. Like, insecurities are kind of subconscious in a
They're
way.
subconscious, yeah. They're within, but
Yeah, that you can't really be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna remove this insecurity. Like, it doesn't really work that way. You're either like insecure, or you kind of just have to grow out of that eventually, because everyone kind of grows out of their insecurities. But I feel like insecurities in a relationship is different than just like, oh, I'm insecure about my legs, you know?
for sure.
It's
But
not the same.
The way I see it as an insecurity is, and I was gonna say it was trust within your partner. And that would be like, if your partner wants to go out and have a social life, allow them to do that. Remove those insecurities, remove those thoughts, right? Because that's not gonna be healthy for the relationship. That is a red flag. That's a sign, and it's toxic.
Yeah.
And you want to eliminate that from the relationship.
Yeah. Or for example, if your partner, you know, like in my case, if the guy is like following other girls on Instagram, and you're like, oh, why are you following her? Like, she's hotter than me or something. It's like, that's just your insecurities coming out. So they're gonna be like,
and then when
it's
you
just a
bring
toxic trait.
into the relationship, that's gonna create some problems between you two, and it's just gonna create some disagreements, arguments, and all that stuff. So you just want to eliminate those and trust your partner. Understand that if they're the one for you and they value you as a human being, they are obviously going to be loyal.
And if they're not the one, and they're not meant to be with you, then eventually like their negative traits will come out.
Oh,
and-
100%.
And like things will work itself out.
100%.
But-
I definitely agree.
But if they're actually like the one for you, and you guys are meant to be, like, the trust should be like easy.
Now I'm gonna ask you one side question. Do you feel that trust should be implemented from the beginning, or do you feel like it's earned, or it's over
I feel
time?
like it's earned. I feel like over time you earn each other's trust, and in the beginning you should still trust them, but still just keep an eye out.
Yeah, like the trust should be like here, and then over time it starts to like hopefully go up rather than that way. Because if it goes that way,
then it's
cut.
probably not working out. Yeah.
For number 5, basically just this one's very simple, is go out and explore things that you guys both like, and that is also gonna help your communication. So for us, we love eating out and working out. So those are our 2 like things that we value most. So we bond over those. When we're working out, we're bonding, we're communicating with each other, even though we're
kind of in our own worlds. Like, it's something that we enjoy doing together.
seeing her. It's communication, body communication, right? And when we're eating out, we're communicating, and that's something we bond over, right?
we both love food, so
we both love food, so it's perfect.
Moving on to number 6, so simple. Just like listen. Like, sometimes Nick has a hard time doing this, but I mean, like, he will learn.
Yeah, everything that Maddie says just goes like from here to like here, and then it's all the way down there. So I don't even know what she
Yeah,
says.
honestly, okay, no. But like, don't always make it about yourself. Honestly, when Nick's talking about like anything, like, I actually want to listen. Like, I want to listen to like anything that he's like passionate about, because when he's talking, he's very passionate. So it's important to just like listen to each other, give each other feedback, you know.
That's the problem, is that people have, so as I'm speaking, let's say to somebody, they're already in their brains thinking about a response, and they're not actively listening.
They're not listening. Yeah, they're
what you're
listening to
saying.
answer.
They're listening to answer, and it's like, no, listen to absorb. And that's, I think, the switch that you guys should look into. And don't get me wrong, we do this too. I do it all the time, where I listen to answer, but also listen to absorb. So for number 7,
to have like a willingness to work through disagreements and like arguments, because the first step to getting through an argument or getting through a disagreement is to like want to. It's like have the eagerness to want to do that. Like if both partners are just like, they get into an argument and then they have no desire to like work things out and make things better, then it's like, it's just gonna constantly, you guys are never gonna make up. It's never gonna come to like a resolution. After an argument, take some time, if you need that time, to just think, you know, reflect
exactly
about what's
I
been
believe in
done.
taking time.
Yeah, take time. Like,
depending on the degree
depending
of
on the situation.
Yeah.
Like, if it's just some shitty thing, like, just you know, whatever.
Work it out right away. But if
Yeah.
it's something a bigger...
Yeah, if it's a bigger argument, like take some time to reflect, think, and then like come back together eventually and both make an effort to resolve it. There shouldn't just be one person trying to resolve it and the other person's like, whatever.
Don't run away from the issue, solve the issue. That's basically how I see it always.
Exactly, and that goes back to communication. Like talk about it. Talk about what happened. Talk about how you felt, like, because that's what's gonna...
And remember that arguments are, in a sense, necessary and they're healthy for a relationship, I feel like you need to have these disagreements for you to build and
come back closer together.
And stronger, yeah.
Because once things are resolved, like there's like there's a deeper connection, honestly.
Yeah, a bigger bond.
So for number 8, actually Nick kind of taught me about this. So, okay, this is a little backstory. So like one of our, I don't know what date it was, number, but we were like in the driveway in the car and he was like, he told me to pull out a website and it was like 5 love languages. So he told me to take this test and I was like so confused. I was like, what is this guy doing? So I took this test because he wanted to know my 5 love languages so that we could compare. So basically love languages are just like what you prioritize in a relationship, or...
Yeah, more or less too. Like the type of person you are in a relationship and what you kind of value.
Yeah, like for example, there's like touch, like some people like they want to be shown love through like touch or whatever, or
like through like gifts
or like getting errands run for the
compliments.
Yeah,
there's different types of languages.
Yeah,
and actually I'm going to link that in the description box down below, so if you guys want to try that out for yourselves, you're more than happy to do so and see what your love languages are.
It's like important to recognize your partner's love language, or like what they enjoy, basically what they enjoy and what they like kind of thrive off of. Like if Nick doesn't like being touched really that much, like, you know, just like,
like get away from me.
Yeah, like if he doesn't like that, then I'm not gonna really, you know, do that all that much. But if he likes receiving compliments, or he likes being affirmed, or he appreciates when I do something for him,
I really do,
then okay, thanks. Then, you know, I'm gonna
pay more attention
do that more often.
Those, yeah.
Just pay more attention to what the other person likes, basically. Like, let's just say I'm not a gift person and Nick just keeps getting me gifts and he's like, just gets me gifts. I'm like, I don't really, you know what, I just want you to tell me I'm pretty. Yeah. That it's like,
I love how like the whole house just like lit up behind us.
I know, sorry, there's a light that just got turned on.
Number 9 now, and this is gonna be our last one for this video, and this is all summed up, is just respect your partner. I feel like sometimes people don't know what respect really is, and
what really is respect? It's just all of these, like,
it's everything
combined,
basically.
Respect the other person's opinions, views, what they like the love languages thing, their wishes and all this stuff, their privacy, even the insecurities one. It's like, if you're bringing out your insecurities, you're not really respecting the other person because you're not respecting their, you know, freedom, really. So just all in all, respect the other person and things should go pretty smoothly.
We hope for the best for all of you guys, if you guys are in a relationship,
or if you're, you know, in the talking stage, or if you're
long-term lovers
dating
already
for 10 years, you know what, all the best to you guys.
And hopefully you guys can take that within yourselves now and bring that forward to your relationship
and any of your relationships, not just your significant other. We hope you guys enjoyed.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and this is Nick
and I'm Maddie, and we are signing out.
Catch you in the next video.